Evening. I don't really know how to say what I want to. I don't really have the words. I mean, I'm not a social commentator, and so I can't sort of describe the different generations in a really good, succinct way. I mean, I just know that I lived through, let's just say, the 90s leading up to Y2K. It was a very exciting, slightly strange time. I mean, the 90s were just batshit cool. Anyway, whatever anyone says, if you weren't there, you wouldn't know. And, I just thought perhaps, I could have a little bit more compassion for millennials because this is their Y2K and it's happening at the time of a pandemic, and I think they've already been through so much and under so much pressure with all this SJW bullshit and the environmental bullshit, and I'm not surprised that 5G at this time is upsetting them. So yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know what the difference is. The youth of sorry, I'm really not sure where. Not sure where to look. I'm not sure exactly how to explain the differences of youth then and now. I mean, I know that Generation X has gone through nothing but recessions and stock market crashes, and I don't know, maybe we've just got this certain amount of resilience once you hit, the people in their 50s and 60s. But certainly anyone sort of 40 onwards, and they would have a very clear memory of Y2K. And yeah, I mean, I don't know quite what I'm trying to say. I wanted to say, but I think, yeah, I guess a little bit more compassion for these young people today, because they have had a lot of pressures on them in society, and they have grown up a little bit differently, and they've grown up, with screens and, not as free range and as independent as people were in the 80s and 90s growing up. We grew up very independent from early ages, and I think that is making a big difference here in terms of resilience, in terms of the fear. And yeah, I just want, the younger people that are afraid of what's happening with 5G and everything, I do want you to feel like it's going to be okay. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not things to fear in this world. I mean, I guess in the 2 decades since Y2K, there's been a lot of advancements, and that's 2 decades of, time for things to be put in motion and that sort of thing. But please don't be that afraid, because and especially the poor, the wrong information you're spreading, the fear you're spreading, that's not a very positive, helpful thing to do. It is not heroic to try and inform everyone that, they're all fucked. They're all being, fucked royally up the arse, and there's nothing they can do about it. That's not helpful. And I just think, where's your fucking spirit? Anyway, sorry, this is so long, and I'm not really saying this very well, so it's a crappy video, but anywho, good night.